Yua, can I ask you why you don't want to see you? Hello, and welcome back to Hydrangea. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games, and if you want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask me. And if you're new here, it would mean the world to me if you considered liking and subscribing. And with all that being said, let's begin. We had always been classmates. Our friend group were different. We didn't have any interests in common. For a long time, you and you were familiar names I heard mostly during the morning roll call. So I guess this is a flashback back into the classroom. Where is it? In a rainy day in early April, we met. I had forgotten the keychain one of my friends had given me as a souvenir for one of their trips. It was silly, somewhat messy looking duck keychain made of cheap material. The colors were already fading off after a few days of use. Cute. Oh, she said it that time. Okay, sometimes they be talking, sometimes they don't. So we both said cute at the same time. I did a double take as I approached my desk. Paralyzed to the spot, I wondered how to approach the person who was now holding my lost keychain. I knew Yua as a smart, cool, and quiet person who was infamous for making our classmates cry. Not because they were mean, but because they had rejected numerous confession attempts. I mean, Yua is very pretty. I would expect a lot of people to hit on her. I suppose there was something attractive about their mysterious character. I couldn't see it.
I've never seen a yellow one with a purple beak before. So cute. Colorful.
Aw. Yua continued to inspect the duck keychain in their hands and smiled gently. It was a surreal sight. This was the same person who was infamous for being cool, collected heartbreaker. Giggling over a duck. I mustered the courage to speak up, breaking the silence that hung between us. Hey, Yua. That's, mine. I must have dropped it. Thanks for finding it. Yua looked up, their expression shifting from amusement to shock.
Since when have you been there?
She didn't even notice me standing here? My heart. Since the, giggling? Uh-oh. I hope she doesn't get mad at me for that. She does look like she's frowning now. Oh no, Yua. Yua put their hands on their face and made a bizarre noise. Sorry. When they took their hands out, I can see a flush of pink on their cheeks.
The ducks. I just appreciate the diversity in the animal kingdom. That's all. Ducks happen to be part of it.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. I won't tell anybody, I guess. I couldn't help but find Yua's discomfort endearing. I had stumbled upon a secret they never intend to share.
You know, it's just one of those things. Ducks have their charm.
Do you have, like, a favorite duck?
What ducks?
Okay. We have to get going. What? And that's when you appeared. Another duck keychain? Don't you already have like 24 at home? You shut up. Dozens? That's quite the collection you've got going. Shut up. You made a duck friend, Yua? Stop it. You said too much. Did you talk about how our bathtub is full of plastic duck?
No!
I'll kill you. He just put all her business out there. You know what? Shame on you, you. As they delved deeper into the banter, it became clear that Yua was indeed a close duck enthusiast, despite their attempts to downplay it. Back then, Yu was much more shy and would stutter and blush over every single thing. The confidence Yu has today is new, something he has seemed to build slowly as the season passed that year. Yu was just my new friend's brother. Our relationship was nothing special. But when Yu finally turned to me, his first words were puzzling. Beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Don't mind him. That's just a thing Yu does for luck. Okay, so he needed a little luck to speak to Ember. That's okay. Some people have their things like, I have to like put my hands together, rub my hands together, or, have a physical touch towards somebody to, feel okay and get a little luck or whatever. I feel like your luck is rubbing off on me type of thing. It's weird. I'm sorry. I'm just weird. The room seems to brighten as our eyes finally lock, and his lips parted to utter another enigmatic phrase. Jesus, I said phase.
Honey syrup pancakes.
Oh, okay. You blurted out another seemingly random phrase, and you aside, and to unsuccessfully disguise his embarrassment. You poked Yu's cheek, rolling their eyes. Pfft. Saying the name of food Yu likes when talking to new people was something he did a lot, even to cashiers and teachers. Watching the twins bicker, I felt like I could get along with them. Oi, what are you laughing at? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Yu was also protective of you. Those first couple of conversations we had, it felt like they were testing me. If they're this close, I'm kind of frightened of what happened between them that's got them like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Don't laugh at me. Yu stammered and his cheeks flushed with embarrassment. Sorry, I just thought that is, it's just, you're cute. Oh, well, my character was extremely forward with that. Breathe, Yua, breathe. He's freaking out. Oh no, we freaked out Yua. According to Yua, I'm sorry, I said we freaked out Yua. Yua's the sister. We freaked out Yu. According to Yua, you fell for me that day. Didn't mean to tease you. It's okay. I don't know what he saw in me during that interaction, but I can't say I wasn't interested in the siblings. From that day on, Yua and I began to talk a lot, mostly about their beloved ducks. Soon, you started to join our little circle too. To think, it all started with a cheap knockoff keychain. That's sweet. I'm happy for them. After getting kicked out of the room, I wandered around until I found myself at the hospital's cafeteria. My appetite was non-existent. A heavy weight of guilt settled in my stomach, making even the thought of food unappealing. I walked to the food counter, but didn't pick up a tray. Everything looked bland and unappetizing.
Yu.
What are you getting today? Turning, I saw Yua approaching with the tray in hand. They looked me up and down, frowning. Are you okay? I nodded, but my attempt at reassurance fell flat. I'm not hungry, I guess. Dejected and lacking any will or energy to stay in line, I sat down by the usual table. Yua followed after me, their footsteps echoing softly against the floor. They settled into the seat in front of me, an empty tray still in their hand. Your advice was not helpful. I couldn't hide my annoyance. Well, we can't be mad at Yua, okay? If we decide to take someone else's advice, it is not that person's fault that it did not work out, okay? It is not their fault.
What?
Doing what Yua suggested before was the biggest mistake I could have made. I'll help you by doing what I have been doing from the start. Yua was getting better. It's my fault that his health took a turn.
Listen,
Ember, you're taking on too much. What are your friends saying about you coming here every single day? I brush off their concerns with a dismissive wave of my hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? My dismissive response triggered a reaction in Yua, their eyebrows knitting together. No one else needs to be involved. You and I are fine by ourselves. I insisted, my voice hollow with resignation. I'm tired. Haven't slept a wink. Forget it. I don't want to talk to Yua.
I'm worried.
Ember, you haven't been coming to class. You're not responding to any of our friends' texts, and you refuse to speak to me. Yua's eyes search mine for any glimmer of understanding. Oh, Yua. This is making me sad because this is the time where you're supposed to listen to your friend and at least take in the consideration of what they're saying. Don't you see how you're isolating yourself? Please, tell me what happened yesterday. I sighed. Yua will not let this go until I tell them everything. That's the kind of person they are. Yeah, that's the kind of friend you want. Reluctantly, I relented. Fine. I explained to them what happened yesterday. Sorry if y'all hear the thunder. It's thundering? ? It's supposed to be sunny today. Yua listened intently, nodding and humming along as I told them every single thing you and I said to each other. It's easy for me to remember exactly how it went. Last night, I kept reliving that moment over and over again, trying to understand where was it that I went wrong. After I was finished, Yua looked up at me. Without uttering a single word, they shook their head and sighed.
Oh?
Yu was accusing you of trying to break up with him again? I grimaced. The first time I tried to do that, I actually went to Yua for help. They helped me come to a decision. But this time, you never said you wanted to break up. No.
Yeah.
He didn't even let you get a word in, right? That's exactly it. You cried so much, I was afraid of making it worse. It wouldn't have happened if I had kept my mouth shut. If I had just left things the way they were, you wouldn't have started coughing like that again. Maybe it's not the fact that you're breaking up with him that's causing him to get sick. It could be just a simple fact that maybe, just maybe, that he's getting worked up. Like the thought of losing you when people don't even come to visit him while he's in the hospital is the problem. It all started when I had the bright idea of talking about our relationship that day. Everything was fine. Then, again, yesterday, I tried to do the same. Everything was great. Everything. But because of me, he's sick again. While watching me mutter to myself, Yua finally put their tray down. They placed their hands firmly on the table, bringing my attention back to them.
Listen.
Speaking as the third party, it sounds like you might have manipulated you back there. Caught off guard, I blinked. Once, then twice. Confusion edged across my features. I stammered. What? Undeterred by my bewilderment, Yua continued. That's what it sounds like to me. He talked about how nice and supportive the orchestra club is, but the moment you brought up the subject of breakup, suddenly they're mean. The way he brought up the possibility of dying and implied it would be your fault sounds like guilting you into staying. But, and most importantly, he accused you of saying things you didn't say. I took a deep breath, biting my lower lip. That's important, Ember. You know what you did and didn't say. Think about it. She's right, though. We know we did not want to break up with him. We know we didn't say anything about breaking up, so why is he so angry with us? You had leaned back, their gaze unwavering, awaiting my response. What matters is that Yu's feeling was hurt. No, you're right. I didn't imply that I wanted to break up. And you got to stop, nip it in the butt immediately. If you're ever in a relationship and somebody's trying to put words in your mouth, you nip it in the bud right then and there. I did not say this. I know exactly what I said. Now, if you got bad memory like I do, I'm sorry. Didn't it feel like you put words in your mouth? You had moved their hands away from the table, and for a second, I thought they were going to lean in to touch me. They hesitated, instead placing their hand on their lap.
You don't have to carry this burden alone.
Oh,
Friendship means being there for each other, especially in the tough times. You don't have to face this alone. I've got your back.
this is so sweet. Hearing such sentimental things, I almost wonder if this really was Yua who was speaking. They were never one to be honest about their feelings or speak aloud about our friendship and bonds. It was a touch of sentiment, especially coming from them. But there was still something bothering me. You want me to share my burdens regarding you, but at the same time, I know it's upsetting, but I need to know why they don't want to see you. I need to know why you don't want to see you. Can I ask you why you don't want to see you? Yua took a moment to collect their thoughts, their gaze momentarily distant. Seeing you like that is bringing back some difficult memories. For me and my dear father. Yua had a family member hospitalized before. You don't want to talk about it? It's tough. Sorry about the thunder, you guys. I had to take a quick break because I am terrified of thunder, you guys. I have a little anxiety. You can hear my voice is changing a little bit, and even hearing back the recording, I heard my voice change a little bit. I'm going to try to take a deep breath because it doesn't seem like it's easing up, and it's also getting extremely dark outside. So I have my comfort teddy with me. Don't judge me. I got a comfort teddy, and I will still box your face in if you say something about it. And I got my onesie on, and I'm trying to keep calm and stuff. So if I stumble over my words, if I sound weird or sound different, that's the reason, okay? That must be it. The reluctance to confront you was merely about personal discomfort, but was rooted in a painful past. Stupid people who make their partners cry should think twice before they speak. You would tell me when they want to, not a second earlier. I have to see you. You had tilted their head. You have to, or you want to? Gritting my teeth, I realized that I had no response to that. It was more of a have to, want to type of thing. Have to in a sense where you need to fix what happened. Want to in a sense where you don't want to. Ember, you came. You don't want to leave your partner alone. I think I might make this one kind of short. That was a lot of information into one pile. So thank you guys so much. Again, I'm having a little issue with the thunder and stuff. So this one's going to be a little short one, but I'll come back with some more and all that other stuff. So I promise I'm not trying to leave you guys hanging. It's just a lot happening right now, and I just need a deep breath for a little bit. So if you're new here and you're enjoying this, it would mean the world to me if you considered liking, commenting, and subscribing. And with that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!